You're not afraid of the meeting. You're afraid of the moment right before it starts. If you've never named this feeling, it keeps running the same play on you. Every time something is about to begin, your body treats it like a threat. Not because you're broken, because your system learned that the edge of things is where the danger lives. And if you don't interrupt that, the pattern compounds it. You start avoiding more. You start shrinking the set of things you're willing to begin. Zoom calls, conversations, creative work, anything that requires you to cross a threshold and show up. The irony is that nothing bad usually happens after you click join. The suffering is almost entirely in the waiting. But your body doesn't know that yet. I know this pattern from the inside, not from a textbook. I'm an analytical CPA. I spent years trusting data, logic, spreadsheets, and none of that stopped the surge from hitting the moment something was about to begin. I've hovered over more buttons than I can count, sat at more thresholds than I want to admit, felt my mind starting to rehearse disasters before the thing even started. No joke, I've had full conversations with my own anxiety about whether a Zoom call was actually dangerous. The short answer, it wasn't, but my body didn't care about the short answer. So I started looking for something that worked on the body's terms, not the mind's. And that's what I want to show you today. Here's the thing most people miss about this kind of anxiety. It's not about the thing you're anxious about. It's about the threshold, the in-between, the moment when something is ending and something else hasn't yet started. Liminal space, that's the word for it. Limen is Latin for threshold. It's the doorway itself, not the room on either side. And your nervous system, to be clear, hates liminal space. Not because you're weak, because the in-between is genuinely disorienting. You're not here and you're not there yet. You're suspended. Your body reads suspension as vulnerability, and vulnerability triggers scanning, and scanning triggers the surge. The heart speeds up, the mind starts rehearsing, the hands go still, the cursor hovers. That's not malfunction. That's your system doing exactly what it was built to do. It's trying to protect you at the edge. The problem is, not every edge is dangerous. Most of them are just beginnings. And your body hasn't learned to tell the difference yet. So what's actually happening when your body braces at a threshold? Well, let me tell you what I think is going on. Your system is not reading the future. It's reading the past. Every time you've crossed a threshold and something went wrong, your body filed that away. Every awkward first moment, every time you said the wrong thing, every room you walked into and immediately felt out of place. Your body keeps that record. And when you approach a new edge, it pulls the file. Not consciously. You don't decide to get anxious. Your system just starts scanning the archive and finds evidence that edges are risky. And here's the part that gets interesting. The scan itself creates the feeling. Your shoulders rise, your breath shortens, your chest tightens, and now your body is producing physical evidence that something is wrong, which the mind then finds and confirms. You see, I knew it, this is dangerous. It's a loop. The system detects a threshold, scans for risk, produces a physical signal, the mind reads the signal as confirmation of risk, and the loop tightens. And the loop runs fast, faster than you can think your way out of. That's why more thinking doesn't help. More thinking feeds the loop. What breaks the loop is something outside the loop entirely. So here's the practice, and I want to be clear, this is simple enough to do in 30 seconds, standing at a doorway. It's called the Liminal Question, and you use it at a threshold. A doorway, a window, the edge of your bed, before your feet hit the floor. The moment before you click join. Step 1, go to the threshold physically. If you can, stand at a doorway or sit at the edge of something. Step 2, take your hand off whatever you're holding. Take it off the mouse, put it in your lap, let it rest. Step 3, ask the question. Out loud if you can, silently if you have to. What is the world trying to show me right now? Step 4, wait for the first thing. Not the best thing, not the most meaningful thing, the first thing. A sound, a sensation, a flicker of light, your dog lifting his head. Don't analyze it, just receive it. Step 5, take one tiny action based on that first sign. A breath, a word written down, a single step forward. That's it, that's the whole practice. Believe it or not, what you're doing here is interrupting the loop with participation. You're not trying to calm down, you're starting a conversation. And the moment you start a conversation with the world outside your head, you're no longer alone in the threshold. Your nervous system notices, it shifts, not dramatically, just enough. Enough to click join. What changes when you do this consistently? I want to be honest with you about that. You don't stop feeling the surge. The surge is not the problem. What changes is your relationship to the threshold. Your body stops treating every edge like the edge. It starts to notice that when you ask the world a question, the world replies. Not in some mystical, poetic way, it just replies. A sound happens, a sensation arrives, something outside your head meets you in the middle of the moment, and that changes the nervous system's math. Instead of threshold equals isolation equals danger, it becomes threshold equals contact equals participation. Your shoulders soften, not immediately, but over time. Your chest loosens a little before the click, not after it. The rehearsal loop in your mind gets shorter, because you have somewhere else to put your attention. You have a question to ask. You have a first sign to find. You are in a conversation, not a catastrophe. And here's the thing that surprised me the most. When you treat the world like it can reply, you stop feeling like you're shouting into a void. That's not a small thing. For people who carry this particular kind of anxiety, it's everything. The Zoom call becomes just a call. The doorway becomes just a doorway. Not because the anxiety is gone, because you're no longer alone in it. Here's a question I want you to sit with today. What threshold have you been hovering at? Not because it's dangerous, but because your body hasn't been given a reason to trust it yet. Sit with that, not to fix it, just to name it. If you want to go deeper with this kind of work, check the description. I keep my current offerings there. The things that actually help you work with your mind in a real, grounded way.